Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Taya Salah.
Okay, well, we started this morning, of course, with Plateau United, the
and
drama that happened, the stalemate yesterday. And, of course, it was Tosin Omoyele last kick of the game that ensured that, well, struggling Heartland actually, end Plateau United a draw at struggling Heartland.
Bad result for Heartland, considering the fact that they were this close to getting all 3 points. But Tosin Omoyele, like you said, broke their hearts, and Plateau traveled back to Jos with a very good point. Also on the show, this time we're still on football. We're going to the UEFA Champions League. The first semi-final will be played today at Anfield, and it's going to be between Liverpool and AS Roma. These two teams, Cecilia, I imagine a lot of people didn't expect them to be in the last four. But here they are.
When was the last time they met? 1984?
Oh, a long time ago.
A long time ago, okay? We'll see what's going to happen in this one. Dramatic win they had, especially for AS Roma. Okay? We'll also be looking at the NBA.
NBA next is on the show, definitely. And the Utah Jazz are 3-1 up against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their first-round Eastern Conference matchup. This one is looking like an upset on the cards as well, and that's where we'll start the show from the NBA playoffs. Just 2 games played early this morning in the NBA playoffs, and we'll just give you confirmation of those results in a bit now. Cecilia, this one... OKC and Utah Jazz. OKC with all the superstars taking on Utah Jazz, 5th seed. You thought, okay, this one, OKC would just have too much for them.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
But it's not looking that way, though.
But the way it is right now, I mean, the result would have been the other way around, just like you have the Rockets and Timberwolves. It should have been the Oklahoma City Thunder and, of course, Jazz. But it's the other way around. Utah Jazz right now 3-1 up, but I think OKC, don't rule them out yet.
No, I'm not.
They might just come back. But let's start with the first result.
Rockets,
when you have James Harden, all of them misfiring in the first quarter, but somehow, when you have superstars in your team, they just have a way of turning things around. And that's why you have James Harden having 22 of the team's near record of 50 points in the 3rd game, and somehow they were able to just launch themselves past the Timberwolves and got the result 119-100.
119-100. Fantastic 3rd quarter by the Houston Rockets, #1 seed. I mean, any other scoreline at this point would have been a major surprise. But 3-1 up, you expect them to go and close out the series back in Houston. That's on Wednesday. So Houston in Game 5, I think that's how that one will pan out. But to the more interesting matchup between OKC and the Utah Jazz, that's the scoreline there. 113-96 in favor of the Utah Jazz. And we're going to talk about the main guys that have contributed to these 2 victories for these 2 sides in a bit now. For the Utah Jazz, though, there's this guy who's having an amazing season. He's a rookie. He's called Donovan Mitchell. What a player.
Collected 7 rebounds.
What a player.
What a player is.
It's incredible. I mean, for a rookie to be playing, this good. In his first playoffs.
Then imagine what's going to happen.
It's incredible.
2-3 seasons from now.
I mean, he's showing a lot of heart, he's showing a lot of quality when the pressure is on. And that's exactly what Donovan Mitchell is doing. And because of his contribution, he was able to help his team actually defeat the OKC Thunder. 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. While on the other side, as for James Harden,
the big boy
for the Rockets, he's struggled a bit in the playoffs.
50 points in the 3rd.
He struggled a bit in the playoff, right? People are starting to criticize him. The James Harden that we see in the regular season is a bit different from what we see in the postseason. He struggled a bit. But in this game, he showed out big time, scoring 36 points and grabbing 4 rebounds, and actually 3 assists for James Harden. And Rockets are well on their way to qualifying for the semifinals in the Western Conference. Let's come back to this guy, Donovan Mitchell, like I'm saying. Look at his numbers.
He's just the one helping his team. And that's why OKC, they just can't seem to do anything about this.
It is a bit
Game
strange.
1, 27 points. Game 2, 28. Game 3, 22. And, of course, Game 4, 33. Game 5, Wednesday night. How many points are we going to expect from him? Maybe 43. Because it's just stopping it or increasing it and all that. Except Game 3, that was it. But then I think Game 4 having this one, except something happened. Russell Westbrook had like a double-double, this time around and all that. Then you have Paul George having 32 points and all. But except they just have to have something.
They have to contain it.
I mean, they have to contain it. If not, they just
because if you do the total there, that's 110 points
just from
one person through 4 games, and is actually the first rookie in more than 50 years that has done this. The only other 2 guys that have done this as rookies are Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Michael Jordan. So it's in great company.
It's in great company.
Wow.
Yep, it's joining them.
We'll see how this one unfolds. It's going to happen. I mean, the game 5, we'll see how it pans out. Eventually, more games will be played tonight in the NBA playoffs, and you expect some guys to get the job done and move on into the semifinals. Talking about the Spurs and the Warriors, especially 3-1 up for the Warriors. Game 5 is in. Is at the
76ers also getting the job done.
Yeah, 76ers not. 76ers and it's why not? Why not?
Yeah,
why not? 3-1 up now. I like the 76ers side. A lot of young players. They're playing out of their skin. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. You can go on and on like that. And the Celtics and the Bucks as well. That one is looking like might just go down to the wire.
Game
2
7.
apiece. That's how that one is right now. So that's it for the NBA. Definitely we'll bring you results of all these games tomorrow on the show. Let's move on now and from the basketball courts to the tennis courts. And the next event is the Barcelona Open. Still talking about the clay season. We've already seen one event at the Monte Carlo Masters won by Rafael Nadal, making it 11. And now we're going to Barcelona again, where Rafael Nadal will try to make it 11 again. And Cecilia, you already told me yesterday that, okay, it's a given. And no one's going to stop him, right?
It's a season. I mean,
it's a season.
It's a season. No, this is, thank you. Now, that's season. That's the word. When you're entering the clay court tournament, what do you think some good players, some players who are very good on the grass court and the hard court, they don't even bother about the clay court. They don't bother. Because they know at the end of the day, you try to play, you're going to sustain injury. So why are you going to drag with Nadal when you know you may not be able to get to the final? Or if you get to the final, you'll be beaten by Rafael Nadal. So I think it's his surface, it's his court, it's his time, it's his season. So you should just enjoy it. And after this, of course, you still have another one for French Open. So, I mean, French Open is going for 11th.